You can now generate 3D Gaussian splatting with just an Insta360 camera now. I have an Insta360 X5. The good news is that you don't need to purchase the new product, the X6. You can already do it with an X5 or an X4. So this was not clear when the announcement came out. And after some digging, I did some research and I discovered that actually the real feature, which is called Spatial Capture, they don't say straightforward Gaussian splatting, it's called differently. Well, this feature is also available for previous versions of the Insta. You don't need to buy the latest product. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create one. It's tricky, it's not straightforward. It took me a while. Let's get started. So first of all, you need the mobile app of the Insta360. You need to log in and you need to connect to your Insta360 camera. I would also recommend you to do a firmware update just in case. And here in the cloud, you would have to subscribe, have also the minimum subscription is fine, just to have some storage. And then you can see here which one I have. Then you go to this section and select Spatial Capture. There are some examples. I also created one from scratch, uploaded in the cloud and retrieve it later. So for example, this is one of the default ones. You can also play around with it in landscape mode, and you have some controls on the left and on the right. So you can move on the left and you can change orientation and watch around with the right control. This is an amazing Gaussian splatting, and look, it's an entire library, and you can basically navigate the entire area, which is huge. And there are also other options. So apart from moving around, you can change orientation. There are some effects as well. But this is not the only example. In fact, they provide another one about a classroom. So if you go back here, you will find this one at the center. And this is a classroom, I believe, in Japan, from the text that appears on the board. But basically, the controls are the same, and I think it's a pretty good result. And it's great that you can use an Insta360 camera to create the Gaussian splat right away. So many people already have this camera and they can create it in a few minutes. So you see here there are some Japanese characters, I believe. So probably this was created in Japan. And yeah, so I created one and I will show you the result. I have to go to library and I have to upload it in the cloud. And that was very tricky. I initially had some troubles to basically understand how to import them into the spatial capture because I was either connecting to the camera or the Wi-Fi. And then it took me a while. And the right answer is you have to upload it to the cloud and then retrieve it, connect the mobile phone to the Wi-Fi and retrieve it there. So here, as you can see, this is a restaurant and it took me 31 seconds to go around, create a 360 video, and then it was processed here. I have to create a spatial capture through the app. I use this video as reference, and this is the Gaussian splatting. I can move around, see everything from different angles, and even if it's not the best possible quality compared to some desktop applications for Gaussian splatting that involve training, it's pretty good anyway. And it was very fast, so you don't need to spend many hours grading it. As I mentioned, it's just 31 seconds. You can share it on social media. You also have the possibility to change from portrait to landscape mode. So in landscape mode, here you can do basically the same, but it's more convenient. And if you are already used to play games on the mobile phone, this will come very natural to you. Now, the downside here is that you cannot download it yet. I'm pretty sure they will enable that feature soon, but for now you can just scan it, browse it, and go around and show it to others, which is already a good point for showcasing it. But still, we want to download it, right? So I'm looking forward the next feature in that sense. Now, in terms of guidelines, there are some guidelines when you try to create a spatial capture. So it tells you exactly what you have to do. And basically, you have to create at least a 30-second video up to 2 minutes. So it's not a lot, but it's just the beginning, right? And in terms of requirement, it has to be at least 5.7K, and the frame rate has to be 30 FPS. You have to have Dolby Vision off or HDR. And there was also another requirement. Basically, you will see a pop up once you try to create a new capture that will tell you exactly what are the requirements for the video. But yeah, so this was the scan, and I think it turns out pretty great. And yeah, let me know if you give it a try and which camera did you use, if you use the X5 or X6 or X4. It works in all three products. And yeah, let me know in the comments.